Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. I'm here with a large group of traders today. We're going to be trading AMD, 1,000 shares using the RV strategy. Please read this disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor. This is basically an educational and entertainment channel, so we're seeking to teach you some tips and tricks and video demonstrations and all kinds of things that can help you in your trading journey, but you should not use this as your only source of learning how to trade. You should need to speak to somebody licensed. So that being said, get that over there. I've already got a little minor here today, a little snafu earlier, but so we'll be starting to trade one half hour after the market is open, which is in just a few minutes, and in that length of time, I'll kind of go over you what we had and what happened a little bit yesterday. So first, I'll start with this layout. This is a 1 minute chart. This is the scalpers indicator, a reduced day chart down there, the level 2, the active trader. Then we have the 15-minute chart, a 5-minute chart, and then another 5-minute chart, a 1 hour, and a 4-hour chart, all minimized for screen management. This is considered to be the perfect 1 minute, not 1 minute list, the perfect layout for the RV strategy and the open strategy, kind of combined. Which trades the open on a large 1 minute, but we do all of our trading on a 1 minute, so that makes it handy. Some of the things of note here, now this layout has been made available multiple times in the last few episodes and beyond, so you can get that. And there's an episode that shows you how to download these if you're having trouble. It's only 3 minutes long, along with the 10 custom scripts we have on this channel. They're all free. Everything here is free. We don't sell any courses. We don't sell anything. So the whole way we survive is by you guys subscribing. If you're enjoying the content or you feel you're getting anything out of it, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, and share. We're trying to grow the channel. So we are community share, like we are taking information from traders, a lot of them from the $1 Million Margin Club, but also so many subscribers that have come in. And we offer, if they're having good, valuable advice to either help a strategy or they're trading another strategy. Many of these traders are professional traders making a living day trading. So their advice is helpful, and we want more and more to get it. And then we community share everything for free so that you guys can hopefully use it in your trading journey. So this particular indicator right here is amazing. I'll go over it real quick. This is a scalping indicator that I developed myself and scripted. This green line is the buyers. This red line is the sellers. This blue line represents the volume. And then, of course, they're up here in percentages right here. So this is literally telling you what's happening inside these candles, what the strengths are. So it's when you're scalping, you can just jump on the wave as you see it go up and then jump out or down. See, right now you'd want to short that. You see it going down, you could just get in for 3 to 5 seconds and pretty much it would still move that direction for that long. So you can make a lot of money. That's why this is incredible. I mean, obviously with anything, you have to be careful, and it's not always and not for sure. And what it's doing is it's giving you data that just happened. There's nothing that gives you data that hasn't happened yet, except the level 2. Before the actual trades are made, you see them coming up the pike here, sort of like a big long row. And these are shares of stocks. You have to multiply them by 100. But 50 to 70% of what's actually happened is being hidden from you. And there's all kinds of other tricky things like dark pools and spoofers and front runners. So it's hard to rely on these. That's why fast acting things that have just happened, you at least know that, you already know it's happened. And in some ways, that's kind of comforting. The other thing with large cap stocks is this type of the level 2. It's very hard for this price action to move it. It can move it if you're really good at reading it, and this goes really deep. The cumulative knowledge that you have. I mean, I can stretch this to the bottom of the screen. You can see all the orders coming up, and the more and more proficient you get at that, the better trader you will be. So I'm not suggesting that is not something you should do. It's very hard for people. So this would be the next best thing. So what happens? This sale is made. Basically, it goes to a candlestick pattern and then a histogram down here, all within a split second. You can also see the volume profile coming in here. This is specifically set for intraday, something I sort of devised here that other people have been copying. I'm not trying to claim. I'm sure other people have done it. But what I don't see this a lot, and I don't understand why. That's why I'm bringing it up. This is also previous price action starting from 4 a.m. today and then averaging out today. This point of control is the mean average of that. So all these in these candles, these represent sales that have just happened from people, individuals selling and buying sell shares. So, you want to know where all that strength is. So when you see blue lines come in like that, see that blue line, that's volume, a price action volume that happened, that if it's strong coming across, it usually pulls this point of control down, and then the price action usually, not always, follows it. Same thing if you see it start to come across up here. Now I have a lot of videos that you show this, and a lot of video archives, and this is something that happens pretty regularly. This is the upper value of that. This is the lower value of that. So right now, this action that happened already did that move. And so right now we don't have anything saying that's actually going to go up, except you want to learn your candlestick patterns, all right? This is a rickshaw man or a doji. This is a hanging man. This is another hanging man. Now you see the price action coming across, which is telling you that this point of control did it already pop up? Is about to pop up and literally push this up. So guys, see how it went up? That's how easy it can be. What a great time for it to show it. And then you just have to go quick, and you watch all these things combine. You watch multi-chart alignment, because you see it dropped off quickly too. So it kind of made its move, and then now look at it going down. So you have to get proficient at reading these things, and then you want a strategy to go along with it, right? So this is the RV strategy, large cap. Right, we're only dealing with large cap here. What you do is you look at the close of the previous day, which is to the right of my picture. It says C$159.67. You take that number for the ATR that's down here, which is an average true range over 14 days. I'm going to go fast because we're going to trade in 5 minutes. So you divide that average true range, which is $5.97, in half, and you subtract half of it to get the ATR low. This is the close of the candle, to get the ATR low, and then you add half to get the ATR high. So that's basically hidden in there. That's our first range. That's part of the RV strategy. And then you're creating support and resistance lines. You can either create those on the 4 hour, the chart time frame, the 1 hour, the 15 minute, or the 5 minute. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get enough. I'm going to open a 4 hour because I had to go back 25 days, guys. So what I did is wherever the price action turned around in previous days within the ATR range, I went a little bit out of it because I always do. You're marking where this candle, the price action stopped, turned around, rested, and went the other direction. So you mark as many of those as you can, and you're creating ceiling and floors. Now I actually did as you can see, if you're used to following the strategy, I did the Fibonacci way further back because of the way that we could not get enough of these support and resistance lines, guys. So I kind of diverged from the RV strategy exactly. And as you trade it more, you'll learn that you can do that. You can kind of be discerning about it. And but to make this stock fit better and mark, I went ahead and did that. So we have just about a little under 4 minutes, guys, and we'll start trading. So now, as you can see on this 1 minute chart, all that big mess isn't much of a mess. So you're using these levels as a guideline, right? So actually, guys, if everybody's ready to go in, yeah, I'm looking for a reversal here. If we see a reversal, we should go in a little early. So let's just take a look here off this 20. Yeah, I'm going to go in. So I went in at 162.12. Everybody waved they were ready. So we're in 3 minutes early. So hopefully I didn't call that wrong, because now it's banging down here. So I'm looking at the 162 was what I considered to be support, psychological support. And I saw that you see price action above the point of control here, which should start to pull this up. So again, this is something that's already happened. See, it just popped up. So that's going to literally draw this action up, and there it goes. So now we're riding this upward. Now I look for this fib to possibly turn this around. This Fibonacci level, since it's so far back, should be considered widely respected. Look how it tapped here multiple times and turned around. So now it could hit it, and I'll reverse if it seems like it's going to send it back down. I'm going to watch everything, though. I'm going to be watching this. I'm going to be watching the volume profile, point of control, and then I'm going to be watching how the price action comes up to this. So 162 is a huge support as well. Now it just dropped below it. It didn't on the ask, though. So there's a spread up here. So look at what the market maker is going to give me, and I was right above 162 most of this time. So although you saw it drop, it wasn't enough to scare me. I would probably get out here. Now I have a $2,000 max loss. All right, so just so you know, so I'm not going to worry about $200 or $300. I'm looking for the bigger plays. I have a goal of $5,000 a day. Some, most days I make it. Some days I make a lot more, and occasionally I lose. More than I don't make the 5. I actually lose money. So, it happens to all of us. So, and it can happen on what's considered to be the best strategies. This strategy is covered in Day Trading Volume 1, the best-selling book that came out last March of 2023. So look here at this ATR to potentially reverse off the ATR. That is our next strongest resistance. So let's see if this puppy is going to take a run here, because we are, we're on an upward trend here. So let's not lose perspective with these small candles. 15-minute didn't even feel that. It just kept going up. So now you'll see that my layout is set up in a super sensitive way, and that helps me read this as well. I actually read the shadow wicks. Look at that go. So now look. So every time it breaks through one of these ceilings, you look at it like it's a shackle trying to hold it. But once you hit a void here like that with no support and resistance, you saw how far I went back. And there are no levels here. So this should suck it right up here unless it falls off real quick. So we're looking for more of a resistance up here at the 163 mark. We're not even to 10 o'clock yet, or the half hour after market open, I should say. We are trading the New York Stock Exchange, East Coast time in the United States, and I'm looking to see what's going to happen here. I might reverse off that line, guys. Yeah, I'm going to reverse right there and bank that and look for a dip and then get back in on a dip. If it goes back down to this or a little bit below that, that's what we're looking for. We're still way up there. You look at the market maker. So I've got another $100 to reverse it and put a cushion here, but let's see if we can. I'm going to take that. I'm going to reverse off that. That's right. Did I get it? Okay, I got it. I was looking at the ATR. The way it was going down, I thought I might get it right at the ATR high. So I reversed there, banked 1,000. So now we're seeing it spring back up, we hope. Now we have left the volume profile, so we are just looking at how strong these moves just were. So we're looking for another strong move up, and there it goes. So we are looking for that. So now we're going to look at these levels, as each one of these is a potential resistance. So they're just guidance, guys. That's all they are. Other than that, we've got pretty much nothing but looking at chart alignment, the volume profile, the scalper's indicator. I mean, we just kind of look at everything and then use those support and resistance levels as guidance as well. So everybody here is responsible for their own trades, obviously. I do not. Anyway, so Day Trading Volume 1, there's a link to, as well as Day Trading Volume 2, the Candlestick Pattern Playbook, the Day Trading Volume 3, the Candlestick Mastery Book, all done by the $1 Million Margin Club, then Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, and then Best Loser Wins by Tom Hougaard. Those 5 books, whether you're an experienced trader, if you're an experienced, you've probably read them all. But if you haven't, you should. And if you're a beginner, you definitely need them. So I try to recommend things that would help, along with watching as many people trade as you can and try to pick up things. Eventually, you want to develop your own style, and you might be the one that combines different strategies that people teach and then teach us all something amazing. You could just be starting today, and you could be the one a year from now or 2 years from now that's making millions of dollars and has a YouTube channel and saying, here's what you do, guys. It happens all the time. Just so you know, new traders come in and they look at information a different way than any of us have looked at it before, because of their life experiences and their emotional experiences and what goes on. Get ready, guys. So 163.50 maybe. It just blew through 163, no problem. So I'm looking to turn around again. So it did respect this line right here, as you can see. I don't want to get too caught up in talking about trading and books and new people that I forget to trade. So, wow. Definitely showing signs of reversal here. Let's see. So it made a high at 163.37. You see here that, the buyers dropped it, then they came back up. So they gave me confidence to hold that position. But right now, sellers wicked strong. I want to see it shake this off and break 163.25 and then once, get back up here. We want to see it break this. And then we'll look at the 50 mark, 163.50 possibly. If it makes it past that, we may get it all the way up to like 75. I mean, it could just keep going, obviously. So I have a lot of different levels marked. But this is just an upward trend right now. That's what's happening. Upward trend. So we're going to ride it, We're going to ride it. So you won't see me scalping like I did yesterday on NVIDIA, where you have to get out because the $2 and $3 swings in a split second. So here you're going to see me hold trades a little bit longer, and hopefully that will work. This volume did drop with the buyers. So again, there's more and more indications that we're done here. So we have to be ready to capitalize on what we do have here. You look for big, sharp increases and then reverse off the increase, which could be, you might think is counterintuitive, but there's usually room for a dip, and then you could just flip right back again. So, okay, so 63, okay. I'm actually going to take that at the 50, and it went past it, of course. I shorted, I reversed. I'm at 163.58, so I did it on the 50, and then it blew by it. So I'm actually going to reverse. It looks like it's going to keep going higher. So now I've got 45 long. I'm going to reverse again, 52. So I just said I wasn't going to take a bunch of trades, and I did it. Darn it. Should have held that a little longer there. It seems like it was stopping here, so it's been threatening to stop. You can see the size of the candles. Look at the strength that went up. Like the volume went up and the sellers won out. It's like the sellers want to take over here, but there's a big battle going on because right now that's all buyers. Ouch. All right. I'm not going to panic over that low. I've already banked nearly 2,000. So I'm just going to ride it a second, guys. But yeah, if it gets up if it hits especially 164, I'm sorry. Yeah, I saw that I was down. Is that 164? That's how much money I was down. Yeah, if it's 164 on the market maker, then I'm going to flip around. That's where I'm going to call it on that even dollar. So let's give it a chance to play out here a second. And we're far, far extended right now. So usually when it breaks the ATR, there is a retesting. I'd like to see that. You've got your point of control down here. So unless there's some catalyst, which I am told there is not, then this is way out of position, and we should ride it down and see if it does. There's never for sure about anything, but it looks to me like it's time to retrace here. So let's see if we get some retracing. It's already enough of a trade to reverse right here. That's 2,600. But then, and my strategy often is reverse and then manage a bad position. But I'm always in a position, so I'm not waiting for the perfect trade to get back in, which is what you should do until you really feel more experienced. You should just get out, make your money, and then sit and wait, sit and wait, sit and wait. Here we go. Broke the ATR. Okay, so I'm looking down at that fib now to possibly reverse. Wow, it is definitely retracing. Now, I could just go the whole way, so we got to be careful. If I reverse, I got to be careful. Right now, I'm feeling pretty good about my position. So broke 3K. I'm going to hold this a little longer. See if we can get to 162 even, perhaps. There's the fib. Okay, so it hit the fib. Okay, so just a split second. I got to take it there, guys. So we're also at the one. So what did I get at 08? So 162, right at the point of control I was looking at, broke the fib. So if they're getting any support, it's right there. So that's where I'm looking for support, right there. I want this to turn around. It did turn around a little bit. Sellers volume dropped, but it's not enough to make me feel good, I'll tell you that. I still think that short might be the way to go here. Excuse me. I got work to do too. I gotta wake up. Uh-oh. If it falls off that 160 too much, I've got to go back short here. So there it is right there. It's right at the 162 for support. So let's see if we can get back up above the ATR, and then we'll think about maybe it's going to start going long again. Kind of depends on what the price action looks like when it goes up there. So again, the sellers are not sure of themselves. Look at it here. Although it's strong, there's less of them, and the buyers are battling. So it is being taken over by buyers. So let's ride this up, hopefully to the ATR. That's what I'm going to look at in that area to reverse near the ATR. Here we go. Here we go. And if it punches through it, we'll hold. Let's see how it's going to go here. Is it going to go through it, or is it going to bank off it fast? It went through it on the ask. I don't think I got it. Yeah, I got it on the market maker. Yeah, I'm going to take that. What did I get that at? 64. So I'm down here. I wish I thought I saw it 70 cents, but it didn't. It slipped. It didn't slip. It changed its price too quick. Wasn't a slip. I just couldn't get it fast enough. So up in here is where I would be very afraid that I'm going the wrong way, because it would suck the rest of the, could suck the rest of the distance. So I'm looking to, I'd be looking to reverse again up there if that happens. So let's see. Yeah, I don't like this position. I just, either way, I can't play it right here, which stinks. Yeah, there it goes. Not good. If this pulls down, I'm gonna look to go long if I can get a lesser loss in here. Look how strong it was here on that. Oh, I'll reverse right there and go long. I'm going to go long and hope it gets back up there. Is it going to hurt me now? Okay, well, I broke 4K. This is a little hard to call. It's consolidating a bit around the ATR here, which is very common. So we want to see which one of these is going to be respected. Oh my God, I called that wrong there. It's just a few $100, so no worries, no worries. Let's get it back up there, and then we'll ride it back down again. Let's see if we can scalp some of these. I wasn't going to do this many scalps, I told myself, but let's see if we can ride it long, then ride it short, ride it long, then ride it short. Maybe to the 162.83 channel, down to the 162.30 channel. Wow, I should have reversed up there, huh? I was out of danger, and then I held because I thought it might go back up. So let's look at the pattern. So this came up with a spinning top telling you it's going to go down, but it's not enough of a trend. This is more the trend with the spinning top, and that tells you it's going to go up. So you're also shaping into a bear flag here, which is interesting that now we're dealing with a bear flag. It's not a perfect one, but it is a bear flag. So that means I'm going the wrong way. Ouch. And it's hurting me. It's hurting me. So yeah, I may take a hit here, guys. I don't like the look of this at all. I should have jumped out up there. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, did it. Whatever. Can't win them all, right? So now the question is, what do we do right now? We blew below the point of control. I'm already at a 500 negative trade. If that actually pops up, I'll get a lesser loss in here. Wow, this is not good. Yeah, here's my real fail-safe is right there. These arrows, that would be it. And I was over 4K, and I kind of blew it here. So let's see. I mean, what goes down must come up kind of attitude too. And that's one of the things about the RV stocks is that they usually retrace within the ATR range, and we're within it. But if it goes all the way down to the bottom of it, I'm dead. That's a long way down here. That's way down here. So that would be like $4,000 or $5,000. So we don't want that to happen. So we're looking for this to bounce up. Now I can't take any scalps because, I can't take advantage of these little moves because I'm in a bad position here. So looking for a lesser loss. I'd like a lesser loss than $400. That's for sure. And I was doing so good calling this, and now I really thought it would stay above the point of control, and instead it's dropping off. So what is that, Mark? 161.71 would really be the spot I need to turn around and just take the hit. But that also could be where it just shoots straight up. So that's the thing you deal with. I've kind of lost my feel for this. There's a bear flag, should go the length of the flag. This is the confirmation of the bear flag. So that would mean that the price action should end up down here to complete the flag. And that's not a good thing. Now, this is a reversal pattern. This is a hammer reversal pattern. This is a doji, bull doji here, both telling you it's going to go back up. The thing is if you read the book, and you really should, Day Trading Volume 2, the Candlestick Pattern Playbook, it is basing those on a trend. So do people call a two 1-minute candles a trend? Not usually. And why does it matter what I'm saying? Because it's the collective that makes this happen. So if enough people read this like me and want to say, hey, it's reversing, then it will reverse. That's what will happen. But other people are saying that's not really a reversal sign. That's nothing. That's a little consolidation. Maybe look at the 5-minute. The 5-minute's saying it's still going down. So, you want to read all of those. Now, if you look at the scalpers indicator, we had a recovery of the buyers a bit, but the volume was lower. So this is not anything definitive. This is just more crap going on here that I'm stuck in a bad position and can't take advantage of. So I'm not liking that. Just banging against the point of control as resistance here. Yeah, so I had a chance to get even like here. I could have rode this down. And it looked to me like at that point that it was gonna use the point of control as support and not break through it. So kind of threw me for a loop there. We're right at 162. This is very well supported. This 161.98, you might as well call it. Now it breaks it. Wow, that really hurts there, huh, guys? How many people are holding with me? Nearly everybody. Yep, I caught everybody up in this thing. Sorry, guys. We were doing so good. We were on a roll here. Well, let me just slow down and take a breath here and take a look at this overall pattern here. I think it's going to recover. I think we're going to recover from the look of this. So the sellers did not peak up like they should for a definitive move. It is more of them in the candle, but the volume didn't go up with them. So now the next thing we do is we look at the strength of the individual candles, and the sellers are a little weaker than the buyers. So I would compare that. I would also compare where we are in the ATR, and people like to push things through a barrier. Does it sound like I'm making this stuff up? None of us are hurting right now, right? But we'd all like to have 10K, not 5K. So, but if I had to call it, since there's just continually reversal signs here, I would call this to go back up. But then if it falls off the ATR, get the hell out and go the other way. So if it even gets up there. So let's see what it's going to do. Definitely not taking as many trades. That was one of the things that we all discussed this morning after NVIDIA was a little wild yesterday. But we made 23. I made 23K. Most people were over 15. I was in the lead. That was good. How am I doing today? Everybody's like almost exactly even here. So yeah, because there wasn't a lot of trades to call here. So This has been pretty steady and calm. Now it's steady and calm in a worse position than it was 3 minutes ago. Now, I want to see it punch that. Let's see it punch through that. And then we can hold out hope that we'll get green again here. There we go. Let's break that fib. That's 162.30. Let's break the fib. These are all reversal signs, sending it up. Let's see a 5-minute close green right above this fib. That'll give people, we're up against this VWAP too, by the way, guys. It's right there. We want to break that VWAP. So it looks like it is doing that, which is good. So this is the lowest negative we've been in a while. So there's the market maker's price. We want to see that past 30 cents here. And that'll get us down to a couple, 250 down. If it gets up there. Yeah, we may not make our 5 today, right? We still got over 10 minutes. Well, we went in early, but we always play the full half hour after or an hour after open. We'll play it out. Darn, there it goes back down. So it hit that VWAP, slammed against that like a brick wall, and turned around. Not a good sign. But the volume, the buyers were higher, and that is a good sign. So we're getting conflicting messages here. They're stepping up now, which is good. Good here. Maybe we'll get a 3 white knight pattern. Not quite. We did get a hanging man here, which is not a... Oh, look at it coming up here, though. See that coming across, guys? That's going to pull the point of control up. That's going to bang that through the fib. Let's bang that right through that fib. Here we go. We can see it happening. It's going to pull that right up in a split second here. Everybody's going to jump in long right now, and there it goes, and that's going to push it up. So finally, we get something that's happening that's supposed to happen. So that should push it right through the fib. There it goes. So guys, if you set the indicators up right, more times than not, it just tells you what's going to happen. You know, you can never count on it, but it is that edge. There we go. We're about to, God, our position was way the heck up there. I didn't realize, right. I was way up here when I got in short. Look at how far we rode that down. That is painful. All right, so let's look for the bounce off that ATR and maybe go short and try to get back over, get over 5. We're over 4 again now, most of us, right? Is that where? Yep, okay. We're all in about the same position, 36, 38. So now it's already a strong move up, so we just don't want it to peter out here. You can see steadily going up. Here, see that? Look at how strong that is. You got to look at that like it's a wave, and you're waiting on a surfboard, and you jump on that wave, and you ride it. And now I don't want to ride it past I'm about to possibly get out here. So now, this is the phenomenon of we've been down so much that the second you get even, you just get out rather than going for the trade that you originally were going for. So you have to talk to yourself and say, wait a minute, I thought this was going to go up. But I am very tempted just to take that money because it's been such a terrible ride down here. So, but we're gonna see if it breaks this ATR before we make that decision. So. Whoa, and it did. So now it's going to act as support to push it up. So I'd love to see some price action come up in this point of control pull up, and that'll give everybody confidence to continue to ride this up, and maybe we can get over 5K here. So it's been a little bit of a struggle with this stock. Everybody was a little burned out, even though we did well on NVIDIA. Most of the traders that are with me today did not trade NVIDIA yesterday. Some did, probably about half actually. But a lot of them didn't want any part of it, and I don't blame them. I mean, it could have gone the other way. It was risky, very risky with a $35 ATR, you know. So this one was just under $6 today. So it's a much calmer way to make the money, and it doesn't seem calm when you have 1,000 shares. But you could be trading 50 shares, 25 shares, and you'd still be having some money. If you trade 100 shares, you'd have $450. So, you know, how much money do you need a day? So this is a very viable strategy that is yeah, so look at these arrows, guys. This is a potential problem here. Yeah, it's already starting to turn around. I don't like the look of it. I'm going to hold out because we've only got 6.5 minutes to go. This looks like our best chance to break it. So now we have a bull flag on the 5-minute. That's real strong. Look at this. Real strong. That's real strong. So yeah, this is a bull flag on the 5-minute. It already happened. And that means the length of the pull, theoretically. So that's up into the 64. We really should move up in the 164 range according to this pattern. So let's see how viable that is. Look at it go. It's already almost there, 163.15. So yeah, according to this pattern, you want the length of the pole. Question is this the pole where the pole starts? Or did it start here? Does it start after that red candle, which means it would go only to about where it is? So yeah, that's the thing. Like, where is it actually going to stop here? So I'd like to, my stopping point is I'd like to see it get to 5,000. And you might see me pop out, bank it, and call it a day and be very happy for that. There it goes. So there, it just broke 5. Wow. Now I can't get out on a move that's that strong. So I'm going to hold it a little longer. That is a very strong upward move. Everything says hold it. That bull flag patterns, when you come across a 5-minute bull flag pattern, play it out. Guys, get the books, the Day Trading Volume 1, the Candlestick Pattern Playbook, Candlestick Pattern Mastery. They're all 3 linked. So it shows you how to read these. And then, of course, Day Trading Volume 1 is the whole strategy that even teaches you how to trade offshore accounts. All that. The perfect trade is in there by a professional trader, what to look for, all those things, man. And then the other 2 books, Trade in the Zone. These are, if you're serious about trading, the books are a very wise investment, and you can keep referring to them over and over and over again. Yeah, I'm getting some rejection signs here, guys. So see how it's dropping? So that's telling me, and we have a 5-minute turning red with a hanging man. Did I miss it already? She had just taken the 5. There it is again. I had it again for a split second. It might have slipped by it, though. I'd like to be a more definitive. Oh, that's the second red candle. And that is a hanging man, and that is a trend. So this says it's turning around. This says it hasn't done the same pull. These are conflicting messages. Buyers dropped off, but then a little surgence right here, and they're very strong right now. So I would say long still, if I'm calling it. I would go long, but I'm very ready to not go long. So I always say, what would you do if your life depended on it? I would go long. You know how many times I would have died? So none of us really know, right? But the more you can learn about these strategies and patterns, then the better chance you have. I like large caps a lot because it's easy to recover. So if you imagine a much lower share size, the action came down, but then it came back up. So it's just like you usually have a lot of times throughout the day, if you trade longer, to recover. So it's really respecting the 163.50 area right up here. I don't really have a line there. There's 163.50 right there. I'm making that wide so I know it's not a pivot point from previous days. Wow, it already blew by it. So, and I've got some leeway to get out of this trade over 5, even counting slippage. But there it goes. So I'm glad I held it. Wow, it's not done. It's going to do that flagpole. So I say the bull flag wins out. These are still steady. Nothing saying it's turning around now. We passed that hanging man danger. So, yeah, we keep riding this puppy. Let's go. So look for 164 now as a possible place to get out. That's way up here, guys. There it goes. Jeez, I don't want to take my... Look at that, 5,500. I'm going to probably get out at 164. We're almost at time anyway, so I'm looking at this candle too. It's dropping. I should have got out there. 55. I'll wait, see if there's one more surge to try to hit 164. No, I'm just going to get out there. Oh, boy, I slipped down too. So that's too bad. Look at that. Hang on a second. I'm watching the scalpers indicator going, wait, go in one more time. You can get out quick. I'm not going to be reversing here, so I'm going ahead and getting in. 163.80. I'm waiting for one more surge. I'm hoping we're going to get a surge upward. So I did take one last trade because I have leeway to stay above 5K. So I'm just not going to let a big drop hit me here. So it was at 99 on the ask. So we're really pretty much at the end of this, or I would call the end of this, the poll and the, take that 200. Okay, so I got some of that. I got a couple hundred more bucks back. I got back into the lead. Okay, guys, you only have, well, if you want to play the end of the, really we should stop at the 30 because we started early. So you really have like 15 seconds. Now, obviously, these guys can trade without me. I'm not their daddy, but we will end our competition, and then we always chat and stuff after we go off air here. So, but to recap, what happened here is, let me just make sure we got, where are we back here? There's 10 o'clock. Where's 10 o'clock? So I'm just going to go from memory. Actually, we got in before 10. So I saw this happening. All right, I saw this turning, so I jumped in early, and we managed to catch that. And it broke through the point of control where I was worried. I don't know where that was. I think at some point early on, I was worried. I don't know what was here that was scaring me, but I remember halfway up this candle, I was concerned. Then I got concerned at the ATR, but it broke it. And then these are reversal things, and I think I could have caught a scalp there. I'm not sure if I caught a scalp here or not. I think I caught this scalp right at 10. Yeah, I think I caught that one because there was a hanging man just before it. So that's going to tell me, look out. I caught that. Then I rode these up. And then somewhere, I think I got this one okay. Then somewhere over here, things went terribly wrong. right below this ATR. I went long in this rigmarole here, and then I rode through this whole mess, unfortunately. And if I had done that the right way, I'd probably have another couple $1,000 because I could have caught some scalps in here. So this was my flaw. It wasn't actually a losing trade because I hung on to it, but I could just as easily and maybe should have got out and then taken advantage of some of these plays. Although this is a really hard area to trade right here. And then we caught a trend going up, which was way easier to trade. And then we saw signs of reversal here. I was getting scared. And hanging man, and then it's hard to tell you what was happening right here, but I remember the point of control came into play a couple of times. I think right as we blew, we turned around was the point of control was generally in this area and gave me the confidence to ride this up. Now you can see that the sellers are about to take over. Look what's going on here. So I would be, if I was continuing to trade this, I'd be thinking about we need to watch out for a short here, look for a short. But anyway, that you guys kind of saw it. I hope it was educational. I was looking for multiple indicators, and the support and resistance lines were helpful for sure. The volume profile and the scalping indicator, probably the most helpful for this trading day. If I had to say, can I be without something, I would have said the support and resistance lines. Although I always love the ATRs no matter what. Part of the problem was getting this to be more of a perfect RV strategy is that we had to go so many days out to get these support and resistance lines. This strategy calls for them being within 5 and 10 days, and that you mark them on a 4-hour if you can, because they're more respected. So we had some things against us. This stock didn't rate as high as it should have for this. I think it was like a 6 or a 7 to trade. So that's in the book, how to rate these, how to trade these. So again, we're not always, remember guys, I'm not always trading exactly a particular strategy. I'm teaching you ways to be intuitive yourself by taking a strategy as your basis and then using your own, intuition and your own decisions to trade, to scalp, and learn how to scalp in between things. I say intuition meaning there's things you see that you can't explain, not guessing and mystical intuition. But yeah, that's what we call intuition, right? Things that we can't explain, but they're right in front of our faces. It's there, and we for some reason can't articulate the answer, right? So anyway, guys, I hope that this was helpful. Remember, we really live on your subscriptions and your sharing and telling other people, because I think there's a lot here. How to set up scanners without having to pay for a service. We have that, a couple videos about that. How to see which way the overall market's going to go every day. There's a video that nothing's for sure, obviously, but there's a video about that. How to set up charts. How to build this entire layout with nothing. Step-by-step building blocks, besides just getting these layouts for free, these custom scripts for free. So there's a lot, and we're just going to keep adding. And then we're going to be trading the new open strategy that we're beta testing for the $1 Million Margin Club. It's a lot of fun to see it develop. I think when that strategy finally comes out, it's going to change a lot of lives, just like the RV strategy has. So stay tuned for that, and make sure you keep watching the videos, guys. All right, so stay inquisitive out there and stay green.